In this video I will be discussing the concept of purity. This has been popping up a lot in my Twitter feed because I follow a lot of Christian accounts, mostly for the lols, but also just to see what crazy ideas are floating around there. Because I find if you cut yourself off from what's going on around the world and religions and stuff like that, you can tend to get bogged down in your own little atheist world, and it gets petty and clicky, and so I like following these Christian accounts, but a lot of them have been talking about a woman's purity. This is not referring to the purity of a woman's spirit or soul or mind or anything like that. A lot of the time it's referring to her physical purity, in other words, what she does with her genitals and other various parts of her body. I'd like to point out that I've never ever seen a post or a tweet or anything about a man's purity. Oh no, men can do what they want, obviously, with no ramifications. Their bodies are just as great, if not better, if they have sex with women, but a woman's purity must be protected. I mean, I don't know why I hadn't asked a male to protect my purity before now. I mean, I'm stupid, weak. I would just go running around showing everyone my genitals if it wasn't for men around me protecting me. I would just have no self-control, and I wouldn't be pure anymore in the eyes of Jesus. If you didn't catch my blatant disdain for this concept, here it is. I think it is sexist. I think it is stupid and insulting. The fact that a woman's purity and value is placed on what she decides to do with her body and who she decides to do that with. Second point, that she needs a man to look after her so that she won't do all this stuff, because bitches be crazy. And it blows my mind that some people honestly think that we can't look after ourselves in terms of our own purity. It all belongs to the same idea that women's bodies ultimately belong to men. Or if they don't belong to men, they don't belong to the women, they belong to society and the people who make the rules in society, who are usually men. I can't imagine having anyone that I know protect my purity. Sure, I could have a male around me that is protective of me in general, in terms of me maybe being attacked or kidnapped, but I don't see as that's got anything to do with my purity. That's just him looking out for me because he cares for me. And I would do the same for someone I loved or cared for. But this idea that women are objects, fragile little objects to be cared for and protected from the world, makes me sick. And yeah, I don't really have anything really intellectual or deep to say about it, other than I think it's just utterly ridiculous and indicative of the times that we still live in. It's 2013, yet it's perfectly okay for men to say that they should be in charge of women's genitals, women's bodies, women's reproductive systems. And the most disgusting thing is the purity balls that are big in America. I'm sure there's some here in Australia too, where fathers take their little girls, ranging in ages from say 5 to even 18, to these balls where they dress up in white virginal dresses and make pledges to their fathers, which I just think is creepy. Not to have sex or give away their purity until their marriage. Their father shouldn't have to be involved in that. That's not his job. I find it just so creepy and off-putting, that a father would sit there with his virginal little daughter saying, "Now, don't have sex until I say so." So next time you hear someone saying that they will protect a woman's purity, tell them to piss off.